Welcome back, everybody, to Monster Hunter World. We are doing more monster hunting, I guess. Adjust my screen here a little bit so it looks right. Whatever. Any hoops and hollers, we're gonna go take on the man, the myth, the legend, the Agenath.
Watch yourself.
As part of taking on the Agenath, we have unlocked pieces of the puzzle that have driven us to this point. However, the Agenath is not what we're looking for, it just happens to be in our way. Much like every time we fought the Agenath in the canonical story portion of this game, it has been simply in our way. It does not mean that it is necessarily an asshole, but he is an asshole, so. He, she, asshole, yes. About the only gendered monsters I know of in this game are the Everyloyalson Raytheon. Though I am told that Diablos might be gender specific, I don't know. I don't know enough about Monster Hunter to make these points. Stick it in his throat. Right there in his neck. Right there between... Actually, it's more like in his shoulder there, but... For a second there, it kind of looked like I went right into his neck, and was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna shove this in your jugular and blow out your brains. Because of the pressure in the neck, you know, an explosion would... Whatever, right? Mush. That's okay. Okay, I didn't mount him there. Oh, also, in previous episodes, I mentioned about the importance of eating. I again didn't learn the importance of eating. Had perfectly good opportunity to eat. Chose not to eat. So I'm going to pay the price here in a second. I guarantee it. This is a little bit of pride. Saying, oh no, I don't need to eat. When in reality, I meant to eat and forgot. And am now remembering mid-fight that I need to do that. Could run away, but I'll probably die either way, so I'm gonna use some health potions, and if possible, when we get to the end of this battle, I will go back to a camp and we will eat. Not a good place for an Agenath to hang out, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I understand, like, everything needs water to survive, at least in terms of the earth and reality, like fish swim in the ocean, okay? And animals need to drink water. But for a fire-based monster, it feels like water would be, like, the last thing they would want to be near. I'm dead. Alright, that was a bit lucky, because any attack would have likely killed me. The side hump was not as impressive as I thought. Alright, sweet. Now it's time to go back to Camp Crest and eat food. Right? Wrong. We're gonna keep going till we die. I'll eat when I die, Mom. Welcome to the Wildspire Waste again. Did you know Agenaths are not supposed to appear here? However, if I were to say, do you expect a fire-based monster like an Aegianath to be more at home than in the forest, I would say yes. The only reason you would want to be near the forest is because you eat herbivores. So you want to be where your food supply is. So if your food supply isn't in the desert, why would you be in a desert? Also, this second elemental discharge is surprising. Usually he falls over after the first one. Hit him in his head. Even though this is not the place you want to be in multiplayer. You want to leave the head for the hammer and, what's it called, players? Hammer and, hunting horn. Those are the players that get to be on the head, okay? Disgusting, long sword players and, great sword players and I guess switch axe. You guys would be responsible for taking out the tail. And then SNS, as dual blades, your job would be to trip the monster by going after its legs. Mounting the monster, of course. And what else? Oh, lances. Yeah, lances could pretty much do most things. You'd want to put a great lance at the head of the monster until it fell over, and then you would go to probably the back or side to take on, you know, the more juicy portion of it. I say that because it's a very excellent defensive weapon, but it's not a super great. It's not a weapon you want. The monster falls over, gets dizzied or knocked out. Would you want a lance to be at the head? It can't do the most amount of damage. It's very good. It's very good when the monster's standing up and you're able to get the big pokes. And when he comes in for an attack, you do a counter. I haven't played Great Lance yet. I played Gun Lance, which I thought was a lot of fun. Not quite my style, per se. I love me some fucking hammer. There's something Unga and Bunga about hammer that just appeals the shit out of me. It's no defense, all offense, and your job is just to run around and find, you know, like, find positions, you know? So, like, Sword and Shield, you're designed to basically get in there and see what the monster's doing and react and roll, or worst case scenario, you throw up your shield. Hammer is running around and just like putting the hurt on, because it's a lot of quick. The weapon's not, despite being called a hammer, it's not very heavy. You move relatively quickly with the hammer. You do big damage. There's not really too much that's all that complicated about the weapon. And at the same time, it's a lot of like timing your charges. You know, it's like you get you get a boof, then you want to unleash that, or sometimes you want to go 3 and you go boof, 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 bam. You know, it's about timing that and being able to cycle between those charges too is a lot of fun. So if you get, say you want to get to charge 2 and you go poof, 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 you press the button, it allows you to, what do you call that? Store that charge, and then you go back to your second one. And if again you go over 2, you store that charge again, even though you can't keep storing charges. You essentially waste the first one. But it allows you to perfectly set up, you know, the right timing so that if you're looking to do an uppercut with the hammer, you need to get 2 charges on that. Whereas if you have the 3 charges, you're going to do the full dizzy spin I don't know. I just find hammer to be great. It's got a lot of stuff to it, even though it's a very simple move set. Sword and Shield's another one. It's a very simple weapon, but there's so much variability with the weapon that you can like literally look at the monster as it moves and go, okay, I'm in the middle of the combo here and I need to switch out from move A to move B, or I need to back off, or I need to dodge roll to the left or dodge roll to the right to set up a better attack, or I need to get to a point where I've gotten, you know, where I've reached the end of my combo, but I don't want my combo to necessarily finish off in like a big explosion. I want to basically go back. I want to go back to neutral, so you finish off with sort of this, like, I don't want to use game. I don't want to use fighting game terms, but you essentially go with it with like a oh boy, it's not gonna be fun. They don't have anything to poke with. All right, that went better than I thought it was going to. So basically, you want to reset your combo loop so that you can continue it. So instead of finishing off with, say, a super, you finish off with some sort of like low kick that trips, and then you are able to restart a combo from scratch as they're getting up. Can we not fuck this up now that we've reached the end of the Agenath fight? We've literally gone this entire fight without carding. Up. That's no good.
That is one frightening monster.
That's a basil geese. He's the dive bombing monster that I cannot stand. He's gonna make hunts like 4 times as difficult when he's in them. The basil geese is not as annoying as Agenath is. He is the Agenath of this area, where he's just an annoying piece of shit that comes out and just fucking carts your ass. You think you're okay, like right now, as you can see, if you look at my little mini map, he's just sort of hanging out in that northern area. But at any given time, he can fucking take off and dive bomb us again. He's a fucking prick. Now he's, I was gonna say now he's coming my way, but it looks like he's staying up there. How about we celebrate back at base with some food? Agenath belt. Agenath nose bone. Agenath gem. That's the rare pool on the Agenath. I'm gonna need at least, I want to say 3 of those. Maybe more, who knows. Bye, basil geese. You can't hurt me anymore. I've already completed my mission. The little egg stacks he's got underneath his head. Yep, that's half the danger. Likes to drop those fuckers. And then they explode after so long. Or he'll pile them up and then he'll dive bomb. Just fucking everything will explode. The end. Sorry, quest is complete. You can't hurt me. Very aggressive, very big damage, very angry. Alright, we did that. Hooray, Agenath dead. Move on. Alright. We are traveling to Kura Highland. We see Kura Highland. We say hello, Kura Highland. Oh no, our guys are angry. Why? Because we're taking on the Pink Rathian now.
A Rathian? No, wait.
Fuck you, Pink Rathian. we're like little worms on a string right now. Chomp. Prepare to get smushed.
You okay there, partner? Don't worry about me. I'm alright.
I'm sure you are.
Subspecies of Rathian. Strange because there hasn't been
Unfortunately, the pink Rathian is much tougher than anything else we fought so far. I'm probably not well equipped to fight it right now. See him as he wombo comboed my ass. You can definitely do this fight with armor and weapon I have now, but I am not running optimally right now, as water is not good against Rathian. You think it would be, because it's the water-based thing versus a fire-based monster. Nope, he's bad against dragon and thunder. Dragon more than thunder is surprising. Not bad at all. You know what pink Rathians hate more than anything? Have you guessed, actually I don't know what their rival battle is. I don't, oh, I died. I get one free bailout by my Palico. I'm about to be wombo comboed. I don't like Legionas. I don't think they have a turf war though. They're just gonna I was gonna say they're just gonna double team me here. They're gonna tag team my ass. Fuck you, Legiana. Fuck you, Rathalos. Hey, don't get hit by that. Paralyzed knife. I don't want to fight both of them at the same time, because if you fight both of them at the same time, it's a recipe for big disasters. Hard enough to fight fight them one-on-one. I kind of need one or both of you to leave the area. Thank you. Bush. Dun 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 dun. Trying to gather more. I started putting things on my wish list, so if you see certain types of armor weapons starting to pop up, that's because I'm trying to make certain weapon armor combinations that require certain materials. So rather than going, I'm gonna look them up, figure out exactly what I need, I'm sort of just gathering material in the background. I mean, I still do have to look certain things up, like things that aren't as obvious as I would imagine they should be, like for instance a warm pelt you can get off of a what is the deer called again? Not Ampharos. They're called something. Anyways, Kelbies or Caribbees or whatever. They form pelts. Okay, that's easy. Jagras. Okay, you're gonna get Jagras. Hide off a Jagras. Okay, that's it. That's easy. Hello, sir. Can you knock the pink Raytheon out of the sky? I would appreciate. Luckily, I was high enough that that didn't hit me. If I get your fucking tail off, this battle will get much easier. One of the big... Uh-oh. Yep, we got flashed. One of the hard parts about fight is her tail, much like her regular form, is very poisonous. I kind of took some of my armor's, excuse me, anti-poison, but I don't have 100% anti-poison on this build. I just don't. I don't have the trinkets. I don't have the armor, the gems, whatever you want to call it, to completely negate the poison aspect of this. Plus, very strong, very strong. You can see I just did like. I think that was 2 hits. That was a 2-hit death, I think. Pretty sure it hit me with fire, and then it hit me with death. Cast one, level 1 death. I died. Congratulations. Dragon Bone Slicer, yeah, that would actually be more effective. As would the electric one. The Thunder Axe would probably be better. That is a somewhat effective element against the Raytheon usually. Though not all the classed up versions of themselves are affected by the same. The bad against Thunder, bad against Dragon. Dragon's the clear winner. Doesn't mean the pink Raytheon is Dragon followed by Thunder. It might be Thunder followed by Dragon, or it may just be 100% the same. I'm just trying to say that if I fight a Rathalos and I fight Rathalos Senior, that doesn't mean that he's gonna have the same weaknesses. Or if I fight a pink Raytheon versus a green Raytheon, doesn't mean that she's gonna have the same weaknesses as her lower level counterpart. In most cases they do. Like, oh my goodness. That is like 70% damage there. I know I didn't. I know I kind of need to eat if I cart like that. That's what you kind of don't want to cart because of that exact reason. Is you have to redo your health, you have to redo your stamina, and you lose all of your bonuses, your little food bonus stuff. But yeah. Want your tail? Let me have it. Doing great. Here comes the whip. Oh, nope. He runs away. That's fine. That's fine. Let you run away. Run away. Rope is new. I either made this accidentally when I wasn't paying attention, or you get this once you get to high rank. I don't know which. There's a crossover I hope they never make. Attack on Monster Hunter. Where the monsters are like 4 times as big. And none of your weapons do any damage to them. Except in a very specific spot, like behind their neck. There. You got caught in your own trap, you dum-dum. Big damage. Cart. Tuesday went up, I was too late. He was back, it was a backflip, it was death. Fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Honey, honey, beep, 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 beep. Oh, honey, honey, I don't know. Honey, honey, you are my candy girl. Honey, honey, honey. We like honey. Let's go. We're going to kill the Raytheon. Yes, get flashed, Raytheon. We do not like you. Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ziyaku, he's like, I'm bored. I don't want to be here no more. Except I'm going to flash you right here. Flash. Still haven't got his tail off yet. Very annoying. Well, my, what's it called, kind of saved me there. Calico kind of saved me there for that. I feel like you have to be at least at 50% health, if not worse. Yeah, gotcha, bitch. Man, I wish that had been your tail. Kill him. Stuff it. Oh, got me. No. Oh, I fell off for some reason. And now I'm dead. The fact that I fell off, took big damage, and then got ran over is just, Anyways, quest failed. Try again next time.